That, of course, is the Rolling Stones, who after 6 decades of rock and roll, Mick Jagger, Keith Richards, and Ronnie Wood, they are at it again. Long-awaited new album. It's called Hackney Diamonds, and it's out this Friday. It's the Stones' first album since longtime drummer Charlie Watts died back in 2021. And our Anthony Mason spent a few days with the band, including a rare joint interview to talk all about their friendship and their success.
When the Rolling Stones ended their tour last year, Mick Jagger issued a challenge to his bandmates to set a deadline to record an album.
So I said to Keith, let's try and do that. We're going in this, we're going here, and we finish by Valentine's Day. And
it's called Blitzkrieg.
Blitzkrieg, and we're going to finish it.
They did. Hackney Diamonds is the band's first album of original songs in 18 years.
You don't really need a lot to kick off a song, you know.
Yeah. We're lucky because we bounce, me and Keith. If somebody's got a riff,
bounce the ball.
And we weave. You see, lots of people say, "What is this weaving?" But it's fantastic because it provides a net for Mick to fall into.
We talked to the Stones together and individually.
Do you paint every day?
Well, when I can, yeah. When I'm not playing the guitar.
Ronnie Wood at his home in London.
Is making a record different now than it was 20, 40 years ago?
Not for us, luckily, because you can't lose that element of camaraderie and live music. Something happens which is magic, and we never try to examine it that closely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just let it rock on.
It's an old friend of ours, Electric Lady.
Keith Richards we met at Electric Lady Studios in New York, where the band worked on the album.
Do you still get excited to write a great song?
Oh, yeah. You know, even if it turns out to be lousy, the minute you think, oh, I've got something here, or you're playing it,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no, even the teasing thread, this could be fantastic. Yeah, that's the joy of it, man.
What's your songwriting process? Do you have one?
I have lots of them.
And Mick Jagger sat down with us in London.
Like Sweet Sounds of Heaven. So I wasn't trying to write a song. I was just playing the piano for fun, and then suddenly you've written Sweet Sounds of Heaven.
Lady Gaga joined Jagger on the vocal for the new song.
But it's a very satisfying thing to do. It's one of my favorite things to do.
What's satisfying about it for
you? Well,
you?
because to write a song, you just need your recording device, and you need, your voice. In 10 minutes, you can create something that didn't exist before.
Yeah.
And maybe should never exist, but sometimes they're worth it,
Please allow me to introduce myself.
Jagger and Richards are one of the most successful songwriting teams of all time. The Stones have sold more than 250 million records. But back in 1962, they started as a blues band that played only covers.
I'd never considered myself to be a songwriter until somebody yelled, "We need a song." And somebody's got to come up with it. And so Mick and I sort of went in the kitchen and started and learned how to write songs, for the Rolling Stones.
Don't get angry with me.
In the video for their new song, Angry, the vintage Stones from every era come to life again through animation and artificial intelligence. I love the new video.
What I loved about it is that we didn't have to do anything.
It looks like we did.
How do you feel about AI? I'm curious.
When we're all gone, there'll still be AI, so it won't be to get rid of us.
Yeah.
You could be playing forever at that rate.
You could be.
Yeah. You could be asking questions forever.
No. Another supergroup, ABBA, though no longer together, is still performing in hologram concerts. You haven't thought about having yourself, sort of...
We definitely have thought about it, and we've been asked.
Cremated or embalmed.
It's going to happen, I'm sure.
You will do it.
Yeah, definitely.
The streets I used to walk on.
But Jagger, Richards, and Wood don't seem to be contemplating their own mortality.
All we need is a croak here. Right?
Except occasionally. Nor are they considering their legacy.
Have you thought about that?
Oh, no, I know. Other people can think about that. I'm sure there'd be several different versions.
After 6 decades, they're talking about touring again next year. The band, Keith Richards says, is bigger than all of them.
Because in a way, it's the Rolling Stones that keep pulling Mick and me and Ronnie and back together. There's something about that I really admire about the whole bunch,
That you've made it through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a rough trip here and there.
It's a miracle these guys are still going and they sound as great as they do. It's really extraordinary.
Yeah, they clearly love each other very much and get along very well.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. It looked like.
They've had their moments,
Yeah.
which is part of it, what I think why they appreciate that they're still going.
Yeah.
Rock and roll is a lifestyle, man.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle. So is interviewing rock and rollers and musicians. Like, I know you're interested in creativity and the magic of a great song. After all these years, I mean, I feel like you have a book in you on how.
Well, we're working on that.
Yeah?
We're working on that.
All right.
Still to come.
Because if you don't do it, AI will.
Thank
Thank you so much.